Let's get this cold on the road. Let's get it. Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. It's your morning motivation time. I'm your host with the mostest, Mark Saint, and every morning I get up and I'm blessed to be alive. And today is no different. We're out here shining. I'm on my morning walk, just enjoying. It's a cold one, but it needed to happen. I needed to find my shine. And I know a lot of people be finding shade and finding what's wrong in life. And today, I have a huge reflection. Today's the day that I lost my child. I'm not supposed to say that. Everybody would used to say, well, if you lose your temper, you end up losing. First one to lose their temper loses. What if two people got anger management? What if two people under so much pressure couldn't find the shine? And how many of us have been in situations where there's no shine? I mean, look around. I'll do a quick 360. It's cloudy all over, right? Gray, cloudy, cold. This is what this is today. Much like it was the day I was arguing with my ex. And I grabbed her out of the car, or I tried to. I kind of grabbed on her shoulders and said, get your fat ass out of the car. And in that moment of me being powerful and in control and angry, I lost my control. I lost my composure. I lost my child. I lost love. And it's been 1 year ago today. Thanks, Google Photos, to show me that. One of the hardest things I've ever had to do is admit failure, admit responsibility, admit that I was not in control, even though I'm supposed to be a leader, even though I'm supposed to provide. And that's what ended up happening. And because of this, I'm having this conversation this morning, but it's true. I'm gonna go this way. I'm trying to stay away from human beings. I'm the one that did this to me. You got no one else to blame. You know, we'd like to sit here and make every day a sunshiny day. Fuck, it's so cold and gray and cloudy. And unfortunately, that's what happened. I pulled an action. I am responsible for my action. And I now, a year later, I take full accountability for it. 1 year ago, I have walked almost every day. 1 year ago, I've seen multiple seminars, hypnosises, and videos. 1 year to the day, I have sacrificed sleeping on my mama's couch, healing, grieving, figuring out what had happened to me. And then it hit yesterday watching a Pearly Things episode. Just all the sign language. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this term, sign language, but it's this thing that we do as people. We signal. There's virtue signaling. You know, when you're saying, I'm so virtuous, I just fed the homeless, I'm such a good person, look at me holding children. And then there's me on the other spectrum of Saint's addiction going like, we're all flawed. You know, everybody, has a choice, and most of the time we end up choosing the lazy side. Most of the time we end up picking something other than what benefits us. We'll take a quick reward instead of a long, hard work. Even though the hard work clears our minds and clears our souls, we just want shine immediately. We want to snap our fingers and tell the sun what to do. And then there's sometimes life tells us what to do. It does. I'm watching that thing, and it was just so shocking to hear this girl in such delusion. And she's arguing with everybody. That's not what I said. In my situation, I'm going to find a man, and he's going to be one of my friends, and we're going to live in separate houses, and we're going to co-parent, and it's going to be fine. Yeah, spoken like someone with no experience. spoken like a delusional person, that all she could do was stay in control. She refused to give up her body. She refused to give up her time. She refused to give up her mentality. Everybody was to bend the knee to her and bend to her will. And unfortunately, the sun ain't bending to shit, bro. It's too big, too powerful, and we are so surrounded by the universe that we get myopic. We think we're important. Is there some snow on the mountains? Oh shit, a little snow on the mountains. That's what's up. And some angry dogs at that. And that's what started to happen. We think we're in control. I'm going to control this other human being. Me and her are going to co-parent, and everything's going to be fine. And I'm in control. I can't see myself giving over to somebody, but I do need a child. And eventually, now that I'm knocking on 30, I'm fine. I feel fine. And the lady's talking to her and is like, lady, not for nothing, but it's biology. We are in such mental state. We think we're in control of everything. We're playing God. What child lives, which one doesn't. How we control our lives and how we always try to perfect it. And mostly saints, it's perfectly imperfect. Not all things are perfect. Not one thing in this universe is perfect. Not perfect weather, not perfect relationships, not even perfect timing. There can be coincidences. There can be lucky breaks. There can be happenstance. I don't know why this guy's deciding to come near me right now, but okay. But the truth is there's no control. There's no rhyme to the reason. There's nothing going on. Look at these dogs pop up. They're so cute. Check him out. Oh, he's got his little toy. He's got his little toy. Look, he's trying to throw the toy. What if he throws it over? Look at this one jump. Too cute. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Yes. Beautiful dogs and beautiful things. Good morning. UPS dropping it off. The load is here. And on a day much like this, when it was overcasty and everybody was feeling emotional, and my ass just couldn't make it to the new year. 2 days till New Year, and I couldn't make it. I literally lost my temper. I couldn't shut the fuck up. I had no self-control. Everybody telling me what to do. Check out that. That is fucking cool. You guys see this thing? Christmas everywhere. And that's what ended up happening. I had to find my self-control. I had to find the shine. And that's why I put it this: find things shine, on cloudy days or bad moods or unhappy feelings. And, we desperately run to go find better feelings. We run to the alcohol, we run to the weed, we run to the sex, we run to anything for quick gratification. Get me out of my mind, Mr. Wizard. But it's your mind that's helping. It's not the only thing that's helping. There's nothing outside of us. That's going to fix us. And we try throwing in alcohol, and it starts shrinking our brains and capillaries and dehydrating us and giving us hangovers. We try doing sex. Then we feel even more emotional and used and abused, and our bodies, our souls. It happens, dude. It's like this energy exchange. You go like, oh, yeah, give me 2 shots. Give me weed. Give me my weed. I got weed in my pocket right now. We're going to smoke. But that's to avoid the next 3-4 hours. The escapism. It's Friday. I ain't got no job. Might as well smoke weed, right? And for all of us, when I'm watching the Whitney Houston special and her parents are arguing and she runs to her brother's room and he's listening to music really loud so he doesn't hear the arguing, and he's smoking a bong. And that's right, Whitney Houston, avid weed smoker. Way before Bobby, she was already snorting lines and freebasing coke. There's something about it. There's something about trying to get the energy from fake sources. I kept calling it Saint's Addiction because when I was chasing the other things, these women, cocaine, a good time, it was avoiding me. It was dodging me. I couldn't control myself. I was so lost, my parents divorcing or, misunderstandings, all of it, dude. I was just so lost in the sauce. Damn, it just disappeared into the clouds. Look at that. Whooshki. Gonzo, right through the clouds. And that's what I was. I was a fighter pilot taking off through the clouds. Sure, I'm lifting off. And a lift off I did. But I also was covered in clouds and mistakes and misunderstandings. I had no idea that I couldn't control other people. I was always at the risk of, I can control the situation. I'm in control of the situation. I was watching so many different shows last night, and usually that's it. I was watching the meme, and the guy was, there was a little calf. It wasn't a pretty medium-sized calf, but it was a young bull, and he's roping him, right? And the thing just charged right around the bend. He's like, and the title was, When You Think You're in Control. And sure as shit, he's got the rope, and sure as shit, he gets the head, but the thing just ducks around the water and comes right at him. And then he's like trying to, oh shit, it's on me, it's at me. There's nothing between me. That's what it is. It's that, dude. There's nothing between you and your lessons. There's nothing between you and your mind. We can try to squeeze in alcohol, weed, drugs. We can try to squeeze in new feelings, but the body regulates. It snaps together and then goes, not for nothing that we need to have this conversation. And you're like, wait, I'm busy partying. I'm busy traveling. I'm just so busy. And life is funny like that. Life, especially lessons, come knocking like we were talking about yesterday. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about your timing. They don't give a fuck. That don't matter to nothing. If it's time to have a panic attack, it's going to pick the worst time. And that's what I had. I had a panic attack. I knew, I had a flash that she was going to have an abortion. It scared me so deeply that I flew all the way back from Brazil. 2 days of in the sunlight, everything was okay. And on that third day, we got in a 6-hour argument. I was so on the sauce and entrenched. I turned into my mother. I'm going to argue. I'm going to spit. I'm going to call names. I'm going to fucking intimidate. I'm going to belittle. And that's where it comes down to it. That's why I don't live on the couch no more. I'd rather live out of my car than live under my mom and her abuse and her misunderstanding of it. She just thinks she can lose her temper at any moment, and that's why she's alone. 2 marriages failed, right? 65, still alone at home, just a cat on the lap, a 15-year-old cat. So, she's been pulling this shit for 65 years of everyone else better watch out for me. And the truth is we're all on this playing field. We're all flying around trying to make a play. We better watch out for the next play. And that's something that we don't do. We get bittered up, dude. We get like, oh, I'm fucking angry. You don't tell me what to do. I went to go see my friend the other day. We don't even hang out that more anymore because she was like, no, fuck that. Get off me. And I'm like, whoa, that's you, dude. That's you out of control. That's you out of pocket. That's you letting all this information manipulate you and turn you into this anxiety-ridden individual. And that's what we end up doing, dude. We end up putting ourselves in situations that are no good for us, bro. We keep doing it because we're on the sauce, addicted to the anger, addicted to the control, addicted to the power. And the girl was resolute. It reminded me a lot of me. No, none of you guys are listening. Everybody's attacking me and they're going, Dinara, or Mark. I could almost hear him saying my name. Mark, that's not what it is, bro. And I would be so in my way that I'd have to protect my thoughts or my actions every day. I'd have to say, no, man, you don't understand me. And it's like, you don't understand yourself, So it's one of those things where I'm in it to win it. And the only way to win is within. And having some stoicism, having some self-control, having the ability to self-regulate has never been in my repertoire. It never happened. They never got talked to me. My grandfather, he'd lose his temper, get drunk in Jamaica, and beat on my grandmother. My mom, she'll lose her temper over anything. Kick me out, call me names, leave me long ass emails, voicemails. Does it to my brother, does it to me, does it to our whole family. And she wonders why she's alone. All my siblings, how are you gonna have 4 children and be so disrespectful and so rude, crude dude that you're willing to divorce my dad, break up the family instead of working it out with him or helping him through his addictions, which he eventually did. My dad's been sober for 10 plus years, maybe. And, Dad never had a chance. They never did that. They'd much rather tear down the family and be stubborn and angry and have to exchange children and rights at the police station. Like, they couldn't even play nice in the sandbox long enough to hand over their children. And that's what I experienced with my family. I experienced this decay. I experienced this anger. I experienced this, what you're still doing, there's a little blue sky right there, this energy. And it was so bad. And it gets me that way when I'm feeling sad or depressed or whatever. It happened to me, dude. It happened to me. And that's something that I had to see 1 year ago today, to reflect on. Why did I always get so bowed up with people? Why do I get so scared that I have to put up my defenses and show my teeth? I was watching Avatar 2 and they kept going, like my mom's cat, just all the time. And that's what happened. I was showing my teeth. I was showing my anger. I was showing my ass. And when I let my ass hang out, guess what got smacked? When I was a kid, they used to say a hard head makes a soft butt. They weren't lying. There's so much out there to get us, bro. There's so much out there to make us less than ourselves, And the things that make us more human, as in breathing exercises, walking, human exercises, talking with other humans, it's all helpful. But what do? Grab some fast food, grab some Netflix, shut down, stop talking to people. That's what we do. I gotta pee real quick. I wonder if I can pee real quick. Let me see if I can pee real quick. Hold up. I gotta pee. Don't. Shh. Yeah. Don't mind me, dude. I'm a man. I just gotta pee real quick. And that's what ends up happening. Like dogs on the street, we're all human and we all act like we're superhuman. We act like we're gods. And nobody's like that. We're all mistake masters. We've all made multiple mistakes. Most of us know that we are weak in an area. It takes a strong person to admit where they're weak in. I asked the girl the other day, I said, what's your addictions? I don't have any. I didn't really want to know what your addiction was. I wanted to know what your awareness was at. How do you mean you're going to have everything? I'm a 10. So you're perfect? You got nothing to work on? Oh, okay. Oh, you got modeling contracts? Bitch, I'm 5'7". I could be 6'7". That would change the game. But I'm not. I'm going to have this kind of relationship, but you don't. Oh, yeah, next time I'm going to fucking act right. Please do. And that's why we have to have these conversations like this. It's which one of us is showing up. Just like your boy Sugar Ray Leonard said. He said sometimes Sugar Ray shows up and then sometimes Ray Leonard shows up. I'm a weak human being. I never felt like I was short, but apparently I'm acting like I'm short. Insecure, overacting, over talking, compensating. Really, I didn't have parents to show me, so now I got to compensate through my friends. I didn't have any control, so now I gotta compensate by staying consistent, like with the shows and my walks and my mental. Am I still losing my temper? Yeah, but not to the level it was. You know what I mean? Not even close. As soon as I see that now, I just get flashes of a baby, and I get baby. It's getting its leg ripped off, its arm ripped off. I'm having such a horrible experience. My buddy posted the other day on Instagram on how abortions happen, especially late trimesters, up to 22 weeks, exactly how old my baby was. And for them to grab a forceps and try to pull a baby out of a womb that belongs in a womb, arms ripped off, I can't even. I've been calling friends. I've had to talk to people. It's the worst feeling in the world that someone that I thought I loved, that I still love. I mean, love doesn't go away, but, and she said she loves me, did that to me. Did that to us, to her old child. Morning. It's an atrocity, dude. And it scares the living shit out of me. And it's been making me think deeper about my own actions and my own life like never before. I've dug in. I said, what does this all mean? Mark, why did you do what you had to do? And it turns out that's what we do. I learned it. Just like girls, they learn to cry to manipulate men. Maybe he'll soften his tone. Maybe he'll be less angry. Maybe he won't punch me in the face. One girl said that. Have you ever been punched in the face? And she's like, yeah, actually I have. And she's like, I was bowed up. When I was a kid, there was no father at home. So when there was someone at the door, I had to be the man and answer the door. I started being masculine. I started talking like a man. I started acting like a man. I started wearing men's clothing. I was tomboyed out. And she admitted it. And that's what we do. We start being the parent that our parents weren't. We start showing up in areas that we thought were healed differently. And it's such a shock to me. I was like, holy shit, I'm not healed yet. 42 years on this planet, and I'm still acting like my father, abusing my mother, controlling things. Sit down, fold them. Making his kids Doberman shepherds. The discipline obviously didn't work on me. I disdained it. I appalled it. I fought back. And in my anarchy, the little Saints anarchy symbol, I found my own way, and everybody stopped fucking with me. They're like, Saints just that kind of way. Just like my mom, just like my dad, that kind of way. So when I ask about my grandpa, my grandma goes, he was so political and called his friends and told them how to vote and opinionated and sometimes violent. And then they'll say, oh, but he was so intelligent and so giving and so loving. And you're like, who are these people? Who is me? Who am I when I'm supposed to be in love with somebody, but I'm kicking them out of my bed because they're talking about their ex? I was scared about it. I'm like, I am turning into my father. I'm becoming the super alpha male that there's no breathing room around. I'm making my best friends nervous. I'm exact. I'm punctual. I become extra disciplined. I'm the Third Reich. And just like Germany, that shit don't work. There's no perfection. There's no perfect human race. That's all bullshit. The only thing you can control is yourself, your priorities, your effort, your mood. I didn't want to have an attitude this morning. I kind of wanted to be like, oh, it's all gray and cloudy and I'm just kind of depressed. And today's the 1 year anniversary of the fight. The worst decision I ever made in my life. I couldn't shut up. It's December 30th and it was almost 2 days from New Year's. And instead of celebrating with my new baby, bringing in the new year, I fly back home to my mama's house. And 1 week later, my baby was dead. I don't know what it is, that makes us all so angry. I don't know why you had to double down on angry to him. She had a temper, didn't have custody of her own kids because she's telling her ex, I'll fucking kill you. And then you know what I'm like. My aunt said it too. When she said, I want your father's money to her ex-husband when they were getting a divorce proceeding. She said, Mark, I blacked out. I jumped over the table. How many of us done that? So angry you can't even see straight. You got your ex on the hood of your car when you're driving crazy, or I'm fine. Whipping through traffic, not slowing down. How many of us have done that? How many of us have been in that situation where we had no control over ourselves? And then we started to self-destruct. I was watching it. Homeboy Slut Whisperer. And some girl tattoos all over, thickness, and she starts chugging the tequila. And then she starts pouring it on her ass because she's by the pool in a bikini. And then she just, spits some of it out. And there's nobody that's going to slap that tequila out of her hands or whatever bad decision she makes after that. When we are in full destruction mode, you've seen it many times. You probably were doing it yourself. Hey guys, it's New Year and I got a champagne bottle inside me. It's hard to take away somebody off that rocket ship of adrenaline and dopamine and endorphins and I need to feel good. The tough part for addicts is when you stop feeling good, is when you stop shining, is when there's some cloud cover and there is no happiness. Now you got to deal with yourself. That's right. You're going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to figure it out without a crutch, without some help, without some bullshit. You're going to have to figure it out. And that's what we need to do. Figure it out. Figure out what's making you do that. Is it because you're a complete control freak and you're making up scenarios in your head like the Nara on Pearly things? Where you're so Nostradamus that you're just going to pick this dude and it's going to be the way you said it was going to be. You know how many people were on the panel looking at her crazy and going, lady, it's nowhere near what I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to be married. I thought I was going to have children. And here I am a year later, single, not laid, no children. I knew that child was supposed to be born. I knew that was the best thing that's ever happened to me. And yet I blew it. I couldn't find my shine. I couldn't find the brakes. I couldn't find my breathing. I couldn't find my self-control. That's why we had this conversation this morning, because that's what it's all about, bro. It's all about us getting to know us and us finding a better way to manage ourselves, bro. Even bands, they're so busy, they need a manager. If you become busy enough, you get a secretary. These things need to happen. We get so busy in our lives, I'm surprised most people don't have mentors, life coaches, helpers, somebody else to talk to, because it's fucking rough out there, bro. So rough, so tough out here, baby. So rough, so tough out here, baby. You already know. It's rough and tough out in this world. And sometimes we got the answers, and sometimes we got the shade, the sadness, the clouds. And as much as all of us really wish we had all the answers, the truth is no one knows. They barely know themselves. They were sitting there talking and go, I don't even know what I want. And that's what ends up happening. You get stuck not knowing what you want. There's some people there. I don't want to be near any people. And yeah, there it is, dude. In our own minds, no self-control, looking for other people to come save us, looking for someone else to make us happy, looking for some other substance to kick in. When what we really should probably be doing is getting off our phone, getting off that fake dopamine. I heard that these men are doing 40 hours a week. They don't have jobs anymore. 7 million men, the workforce. Mike Rowe said it best. It's not that I cared that they didn't work. What I was trying to figure out is, What I was trying to figure out is, what else are they doing with their time? And that was the big question of our lives. They're not sitting on the phone. It's not that they're building empires. It's not that they're building up themselves. We're degenerating. We don't want to feel any pain, any anxiety at all. And that's going to be the tough part, because that's the hard work. So that's all my heart from the start. It's your boy Marky Saint. This is Saints Addiction. Boom, baby, boom. What a year it's been. And it's going to be a hell of a new year. So I'm just doing mostly Saints next year. I'm just doing 1 minute clips, reels. That's it. I have to change. And this is part of the change. So for all those people that have been watching the show for so long, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for listening in. I didn't mean to take up all your time. Hopefully you did something with it. Comment below if you did. Peace and love. And as always, Chi-Gathon. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. And I guess I'll see you guys in a year. I'm going to be working on me some more. And yeah, blessings. Ciao. Bella. Beijos.